And I will start again. Hello. Okay, cool. Make sure it's still recording. Okay. But yeah, no, I'll watch a show over the course of a few weeks. It's just I don't like to have a season interrupted midway through. So unless I'm watching a show with my friend Piamet or something, like we watch Supernatural as it comes out every week. We watch Scandal as it comes out every week. But for shows I watch by myself, I just won't watch it until I have a complete season. Because I hate being interrupted. I'll kill the stray.
Okay.
Excellent. Is this thing just gonna stay dead here? There we go. About time you showed up. Jeez. Alright, on Island 5, we have to go all the way to the other side of the island.
Excellent.
Alright. Believe me, I am really excited to see Agent Carter. I'm really excited to see Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Arrow Season 4, The Flash Season 2. All these shows I keep putting off because, yeah. I just recently...
Yeah, and then Daredevil comes out in like less than a week or something like that. March 18th or something like that. It comes out Season 2.
Yeah, that's an entire season right off the bat, though. I can just put that at the top of my list.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm gonna do. I need to watch The Flash. Even though, like...
It's good, I
don't know. I'm not, like, a huge fan of the DC shows. They seem to be, like... There's something weird about them that I just feel like they try too hard to be something.
I could see that. I really liked Arrow, though.
I like Arrow, but mostly I like it just for random particular reasons. Like the show itself, like I feel like his character is always like so tortured. It's like that's the thing about DC. It's like they're either so unbelievably tortured, like Batman, or then they're like Superman.
DC, the shows themselves are really good writing. The characters, though, themselves are not the best. What I mean by that is like they all have the same trope: billionaire who becomes a vigilante sort of thing. That's used a lot by Batman or by DC, or so ungodly powerful that you can't defeat him, like Aquaman in the ocean or Superman in anywhere that doesn't have kryptonite. And then the notion that if Batman had kryptonite, he'd be able to beat Superman. I'm sorry, all Superman's gotta do is fly 800 miles away from Batman, go flying at him super speed, and kryptonite or not, Batman's dead.
I like Marvel because they have people with superpowers who have to deal with real situations that they don't really know how to deal with properly.
Yeah. Miro, is that you? Where's Prish? Why isn't she here?
Because I ate her.
Oh, I see. Our search for her continues. This may sound strange, Mira, but as I lay dreaming, I am sure I heard Prish's voice calling to me. I believe she is somewhere deep in the bowels of this dreadful realm. Please, Mira, help me find Prish. We must all escape this awful place together.
I like, the thing I like about Arrow is, I probably said this to you before, is Felicity Smoke and how in every single shot that she's in, like every scene, she's always wearing something different, and it's always the cutest outfit ever.
Yes.
So like, she's always wearing something different.
Okay, so a bit of a spoiler, but not much. Felicity makes appearances in The Flash, and every appearance is worth it.
That's amazing. Well, every appearance of her in any show is worth it because she's hilarious.
She's just as funny in The Flash.
That's awesome.
But in some ways, I like The Flash better than I like Arrow.
Oh yeah, all right. So I'll have to check that out now because I'm watching the Sense8, but the problem with Sense8 is that each episode is like 100 million hours long. I think like because it's like a Netflix show, so like
I haven't watched that yet. Is it good?
I don't know what to make of it. I've heard it's not that good, but like I watched it and like I want to know what's going on. So like it's not like super fast paced or anything. It's very strange. And it's an interesting concept, so that's cool.
See, I kept putting Flash off because I never really liked Flash as a kid. He just ran really fast. But the way they did this, it's so good. Like it ends up being really well done. Yeah, I don't know too much about Flash's enemies or anything, so like that's another thing for me. Oh, cutscene. Cutscene.
By Altena's tears. Oh, they put a break. Now we just need what's his name. If we go any further, we will plunge into the emptiness.
Then we must backtrack to find another path. Miro, there was something
Ah, good to see you all safe and well. Nagmalada. It seems that Diabolos spoke the truth. Although I did think it strange that one can enter the emptiness without being devoured by its darkness. You have met with Diabolos? Yes, in his dream world of Dynamis. He said that if I helped you, Silly, we would find a way out of this place. Help Silly? Does the exit lie in this direction? Yes, I guess. Well then, step aside. There is little light remaining within this vessel.
That was cool.
Celtius, as long as I have breath in my body, I will find you no matter what it takes.
Yeah, I don't really know too much about Green Arrow other than this show. Like, I was never a DC fan growing up. I had Batman toys and such, but Batman was the only one I really knew anything about. I've never liked Superman. I always thought he was overpowered as a character. Like, he had no faults. Like, except Kryptonite. Who gives a shit about Kryptonite?
Let's do this.
Which battlefield will you... Oops, I didn't mean none. I meant...
Uh-oh, you better hurry up.
Desires...
We have 1 minute and 47 seconds to kill this.
The record is held by Roxas. Oh, Roxas! Damn Kingdom Hearts players.
A dead end? Show yourself, Celtius.
What's you guys get for running ahead? Alright, we gotta fight 3 things. So, I'll take the Procreator.
I'll take the Accumulator.
Mine's dead.
Mine's dead. Alright.
Well, that's that. Hello.
Oh, Diablos. Lord Diabolos.
Prish! So, we meet again. He who is one with Celtius. Now the light of the fourth crystal has been robbed. It will not be long before this land is infested by the emptiness. I fear that it may be impossible to thwart the plans of Celtius if I had only realized earlier what he was attempting.
Diablos, are you saying you know what he's up to? Is he truly planning to thrust Vanadiel into the abyss of the emptiness?
That may be the ultimate result of his actions. However, I do not feel it was his original intention. No! I learned the true ambition of Celtius in the form of a dream. The dream of this girl. Celtius has come from Alteo on a mission to protect the celestial capital.
From where? That is ridiculous. The celestial capital was destroyed without a trace when the Siller tried opening the gates of paradise over 10,000 years ago.
Child of the Kulu! Alteo was not destroyed as you thought. It still remains intact. Its residents alive, resting in a safe place.
A safe place?
Beyond the fifth crystal. Miro, Silly, search out the final mothercrystal. There you will find the truth you seek.
I do not understand. Are you saying there is a hidden truth, a hidden realm beyond the fifth crystal? And the gates of paradise. They could also be...
Foolish children, do you still aimlessly seek the dream of paradise? I must warn you, it is not your will that guides you to the gates, but the will of Hermathia. You and every other soul on this world are slaves to the will of the Twilight God, and that is why Bahamut, keeper of the gates of paradise, has set out to destroy you. The will of Hermathia? Hermathia's curse on mankind?
So, the true reason Bahamut has deemed us his enemy lies in the curse. Lord Diabolos, is there any way to break these chains that bind us?
There is one way. Long ago, remnants of the Kulu came to me and asked me to release them from the chains of Hermathia. I did as they asked. However, the result was tragic. The Kulu lost their original selves. Children of Vanadiel, Hermathia's curse is necessary for the survival of your species. Without it, you would be nothing. It is only a curse because that is the name you have given it. It is only your chains because that is what you make it.
However, if we are not purified of this curse, whether it is one or not, there is no avoiding a battle with the Worm King. And even if we are victorious, there is no stopping the emptiness from swallowing all life in Vanadiel.
There are no roads left for you to travel. Phoenix has been reduced to a mere fragment of her former self, while Fenrir, guardian of tomorrow, remains powerless. And Carbuncle, bringer of rainbows, still ponders over whether to lend his hand to your cause. This is because he realizes that he cannot save both of you. He must choose one, mankind or Vanadiel. We must learn from Celtius and the mistake he has made. In attempting to save both sides, he only caused them much pain. But that does not
take away from the fact that he tried.
Yeah, it's probably Prish. Yeah.
Diabolos, if you had anything close to a soul, you'd know that pain comes with the package. There's no way around it, but it's what makes us who we are. You are nothing but an empty shell. What happened to your soul? If you're going to live your life in fear of hurting someone, then you'll never be able to save anything.
You know nothing, girl. If you are so adamant about your cause, then why not carry the pain of all Vanadale on your own? Sacrifice yourself to this world and its children. If you die, Bahamut's pact would be broken and Vanadale would be saved.
Break the pact? Why didn't I think of that? Kill the Keeper of the Apocalypse. We did it.
Yeah, we got a record. Victory. Let's see.
That's you.
Yeah, give me a second. Hey, I found something!
You found something? Show me, show me, show me.
No, wait! It's a body!
Just a body. Why does this keep happening to us? We gotta tell someone. But before we do, Russell, Russell.
Steal shit from me again. Little fuckers. Thrice Amulet has been stolen.
You three.
Thrice Amulet was returned to you.
Mr. Nagmalata. We're glad to see you're okay. Lady Eshnatar was so worried about you.
We were so worried about you too.
I don't need your platitudes. What I need to know is why you three activated the ruins of Soja. Do you realize what you've done, or were you just causing trouble as usual?
It wasn't like that.
It was Lady Eshnatar. She asked us, the adventurers, to do it. This is Eshnatar's doing. What could she be up to? Did she activate the ruin to seal Diablos? Or could it be...
Mr. Naglamoto was really mad.
Mr. Nagmalata had steam coming out of his ears. What do we do? We didn't get the chance to tell him about Prish. She's still lying in front of that tower over there. But even if we leave her like that, she probably won't die. But if Prish finds us, we definitely will die.
Which means...
We leave her like that and stay alive. So the fifth crystal is in Alteo.
I love those tires. They're hilarious. Alright, let's see. We have an optional cutscene to go talk to these 3 towers in a different tower in Buzz City, but I don't really care about that.
But it's the 3 towers, just kidding.
It's a different 3 towers. They're in the tower at I-7, so like they're way the hell over there. I think we need to go back to Sid in the metalworks. So, let us use our warp ring.
Okay.
Just waiting for it to cast. And then we're going back to Sid. Ah, Rulude Gardens. It was so long ago that we went here.
That's right.
Metalworks.
When I get up to the top, I'll away for one moment.
Yeah, okay. We'll take a short break.
Oh man, can I make it to the elevator before it goes up? Yes. Okay, now we're back.
Alright, everyone, so we're just hanging on for Silly. He's gonna take a short break. He's gotta go do something, maybe feed his cat, I guess. So that's awesome. Indeed. So yeah, CJ, sorry, I put that off. I never really had too many comics as a kid. I had a lot of action figures, like a lot of action figures, starting with like Ninja Turtles. Then it became Batman, then Spider-Man. Spider-Man was my favorite growing up, and he's still probably still my favorite superhero to this day. Just because Spider-Man's awesome.
I am Spider-Man.
Hello, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go talk to Sid.
Oh, Sid.
Talk to Sid in the Metalworks. That's a lot, CJ.
Silly, I was starting to worry about you. Are you all right? I heard from Louverance that you weren't able to get the box back, but at least you're in one piece. Somebody up there is smiling down on you, that's for sure. Master Sid. Ah, and Lady Silly. I commend you adventurers on your efficient methods of transportation. After our ordeal, Tenzin and Olmia made it back safely to Sarandoria. However, there are still no signs of Prish. We can only pray that she was as resourceful as Silly in escaping from the glacier. Well, I have some bad news for you. Communications has just been sent out to all 3 nations from Juno. Prish is wanted on criminal charges. The Duchy has issued a warrant for her immediate arrest.
That is preposterous!
When Prish sang her song, Celtius was able to escape. Nagmalada believes that Prish and the boy are working together.
Prish's song, the 4th verse of the Memory Dastana. But where did she learn it?
I do not know. But one thing is for certain. We must find Prish before Juno does. We then can ask her of the song and the Keeper of the Apocalypse.
Yes, and the Bahamut. What was she trying to tell us? How to break the pact with the Worm King? How to remonstrate against his actions?
The pact. When the Keeper of the Apocalypse arrives, Bahamut shall destroy mankind. Destroy mankind? You mean to tell me that the Conqueror of the Skies, Bahamut, is planning a mass genocide? Unfortunately, yes. And as far as we know, the Keeper of the Apocalypse has already arrived, in the form of the boy Celtius. Sent by the ancients from the celestial capital of Alteo, Celtius' coming is foretold in mankind's pact with Bahamut, and that is why Bahamut too has awoken. And now the Worm King has begun calling upon his slumbering minions. He is forming an army to fulfill the pact.
We traveled to the den of the terrestrial avatar. However, he would not listen to our pleas. His heart is stained with anger, and there is no way to cleanse it. That is why the only option left before us is to somehow break the pact. But how?
Break the pact? This can't be that hard. Let's think about it. Keeper comes, Bahamut wipes out mankind. Keeper comes, Bahamut wipes out mankind. Keeper comes, Bahamut... Wait a minute! That's it! What if the Keeper of the Apocalypse never comes? Then Bahamut would not have to I don't know if this is what Prish was trying to say, but if we can do something about the Keeper, Bahamut won't have any pact to fulfill. Vanadiel will be saved. The problem is finding the Keeper. But we already know who he is. The Keeper of the Apocalypse is Celtius. Capturing the boy has been our mission from the start. It may be a nearly impossible task, but if we had the assistance of Carbuncle, bringer of rainbows...
Tenzin! If it is alright, I would like to try and locate Prish. Prish has the ability to communicate with Celtius. Perhaps she knows something that we have yet to realize.
I'm going to further investigate the celestial capital of Alteo. If this is where the boy comes from, then there must be a path to return there. Splitting up into 3 groups to find information on Prish and the Keeper. Why didn't I think of that? So, what are you gonna do, silly? Which one are we
I don't know. Let's see. Does it say? Let me check the...
choice?
There's 3 paths, so I don't think it matters which one we do. Let's do the Pursuit of Paradise?
What?
It doesn't say that. Hang on.
I don't have that choice.
Give me a sec. Let's just pick the first one.
Okay, investigate Alteo.
Luverance.
Luverance. I plan on traveling to Tavnasia to further investigation of the celestial capital of Alteo. It was the Tavnasian cathedral that brought this name back from obscurity, and it's more than likely the place that the Cardinal Modarian seeks out. True. If you happen to find out anything useful, come back here and we'll see what we can make of it. That goes for all of you. We're all on this boat for good. We may be in for some rough waters ahead, but you got nothing to fear with good old Sid at the helm. Understood, Master Sid. Now let us be off. We have no time to lose.
Alright. We are actually doing Luverance's path.
Yes.
So, okay.
Spider Girl.
Talk to Despacher in the top level of the Tavnasian stronghold. Alright.
No.
So rude.
Correct, Miro.
We did it. We arrived on time. Look at Helmet.
What a loser.
Alright, back to Tavnasia. Where's Silly? I see Fawking. There's Silly. He already down the path. Okay. Took a bit for everybody to load for me. Alright, let's go talk to Despacher. Quite a few people in Tavnasia all the time.
Yeah, right.
Alright, so Despacher is through here, up, and to the right. Do you wish you could go to Tavnasia in real life?
That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, except Bahamut's there.
Yeah, but he's not always there. Right now, he's not there.
Oh, that's true. But you go there, he eats you.
Well, there are worse ways to die, I guess.
Really?
I mean, yeah,
Without bacon?
without bacon.
Let's talk to Despecier.
I misclicked him.
Miro! Silly! Is Almia... how is she doing?
Greetings, Despecier. It has been too long.
Saluveros!
You need not worry. She is fine. Cilia and I travel the world in search of a truth. A single truth that will restore light to Vanadiel and her children. Your granddaughter embraces the same goal as we do, and she will not give up until she has reached it.
I can sleep easier knowing that such a noble knight as yourself is watching over my dear Olmia. However, she is often one to hide her true feelings from others, even though she may be in pain. You're not causing her any pain, are you?
Olmia is a very strong-willed woman. She understands the responsibilities that lie before her and will not cower before them. That is why she blamed herself for not knowing more about the painting of Alteo kept in the Tabnasian Cathedral's reliquarium.
What?
Lady Olmia is not a theologian of the cathedral. No one expects her to know of the painting. However...
Exactly! There's no way she could know of the painting. She was only a mere child when the piece was donated to the cathedral. Oh, why must you blame yourself, poor Olmia? Sir Liverance, I know some of the history behind the painting. Let me tell you of what I know. Long ago, I helped in the transport of the relic of the cathedral. Or to the cathedral. Much tumult arose as a result of bringing that painting here.
Your assistance is greatly appreciated, Despecier. I will relay everything you tell me to your granddaughter.
Yes, it was some 25 years ago the painting was brought to the archipelago. According to the Marquesan officials, the painting was found deep within ancient ruins known as the Temple of Uglepe. Fucking Uglepe. It is said that the painting depicts a scene in which the verse of a legendary song. The ancients in their attempt to open the gates of paradise. Yes, I remember it like it was yesterday. A gate of light hovering over a grand city, the gate people roaring to the heavens. The gatekeeper took the shape of a mighty dragon. However, his 4 legs were bound by mighty shackles. This image was the strongest in the painting. Many of the missionaries came to view the painting would call it the relic of chains, or the relic of the dragon.
I see. So at that time, the identity of the city was still unknown.
Yes, until Cardinal Mildorian viewed the painting. It was she who told us the city was Alteo. As punishment for defying the gods, the city of Alteo was destroyed and banished to the bottom of the northern sea. After the Cardinal revealed the truth of the painting, many a canticle was sung of this legend. There wasn't a soul in Tabnesia who had not heard one while sipping down a glass of brew in a local pub.
However, why did the Cardinal know of the city and its legend?
Though I may be mistaken, I seem to recall that before arriving in Tabnesia, Mildorian was a priest who wandered the Outlands on a quest for spiritual enlightenment. I have also heard tales that many of the holy relics that reached the archipelago were brought from the Outlands by thieves and pirates. Perhaps the Cardinal obtained their knowledge of Alteo in these forsaken areas.
The Outlands. I see.
Yes, I also remember how a group of Mithra came from these Outlands demanding that we return the painting to the temple.
I too have heard that tale. After a long series of talks, the Cardinal was able to convince the Mithra to allow the painting to remain in Tabnesia, without defacing the honor of the cathedral.
We were relieved, and with those Mithra beasts gone, we could go back to our normal everyday lives.
Mithra. Perhaps they know more of the painting. Despecier, would you happen to recall the name of the Mithra, or where exactly they came from?
I do not remember their names. I do not think they were ever referred to anything other than the title of Sin Hunters.
Sin Hunters. assassins sent from the Mithran homeland to do the dirty work of the Grand Chieftainess. So this painting must be of great importance to their race.
Sir Loverance, a young Mithran sin hunter visited the safe hold a number of days ago. If you can find her, she may be able to better inform you of the secrets behind the painting.
A sin hunter was here? Excellent. Despatcher, I thank you very much for your assistance. I will heed your advice and begin a search for this Mithra. A sin hunter in Tabnasia. Quite unexpected turn of events, wouldn't you say, silly? Let us travel to Windhurst and inquire with the chieftainess about the sin hunters and the painting they desire.
Alright. To Windhurst.
To Butthurst.
Butthurst. Is that like Butters?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm not entirely sure which part of Windhurst we have to go to, so I'll have to look that up here in a moment.
The chieftainess? Do we know
Yes.
who the chieftainess is?
Yeah, I think we've gone to visit her before, but
The one who taught me how to use
yeah,
Total Destruction Attack, Move of Doom, version .25.
it might be her in the Windhurst walls, I want to say.
Something like that.
It's Edelbraid.
Edelbraid. I saw Mega Pants earlier.
Mega Pants!
Before you logged on, he was wearing some, like, I think it was black mage clothes.
Was he wearing Mega Pants?
Well, I guess
Alright,
so.
we gotta speak to Promyvian in Windhurst Woods. Home point 1 is the closest.
Which Windhurst?
Windhurst Woods. Alright, so we gotta go talk to her. I think she's north. Yeah, she's at K7, so I'm pretty sure you were right on which one it was. The music here is always very terror-like.
Mm-hmm.
Go this way? There's Lady Satana.
Imagine if this game caught on more than WoW.
Yeah. Alright, ready?
Talk to this person, yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh, she's gonna talk to us about trust first. You can voice her.
I see, my child. You have heard of this new trust initiative? If it's a scroll you seek, then I bid you talk to Shikarizi. Yet I warn you, should the ritual truly require strong bonds, then you would be wasting your time and hers.
Alright, talk to her again.
You wish to hear of Alteo, adventurer? A moment. To ask questions in such a blunt manner does not befit a lady. My most humble apologies for the intrusion, Chieftainess Perivashai. My name is Louverance and Mistal. To save the people of Vanadiel, I seek the truth that hides behind the veil of history. A time of apocalypse is at hand. I beg you for the guidance of guiding knowledge of ages passed down through the Mithran race. She was just gonna tell us. I understand your situation. However, I know nothing of the painted city in that picture. Even if you were to ask the Mithran trackers, I doubt they would have an answer for you. They are on a journey to fulfill an important duty. If I may be so bold, are the Mithran trackers following the scent of some grave crime? Yes. They came to demand atonement for the sins of the Tepnesian Cardinal. The Cardinal? What crime could she have committed? Strangely enough, her sins are related to the picture you speak of. That picture was stolen from the Temple of Uglepe. A Mithran tracker traveled to Tepnesia to recover it, but was instead presented with a deal by the Cardinal. A deal? The Cardinal apparently knew everything about the legend recited by the Mithra, and the duty that it entails. She also stated that the means to carry out that duty has been prepared in Tepnesia. The tracker had no choice but to accept the deal. The fate of Vanadiel's people was placed in the hands of the Cardinal. Chieftainess, indulge me if you will. What is the legend and what of the duty it reveals? What had your people intended to do? That duty was given to the Mithra by an ancient race depicted in the picture. A duty to awaken the sleeping gods. The sleeping gods? Surely you have heard the tale of the ancient race that wounded Vanadiel by opening the gates of paradise? The emptiness that poured from that wound tried to swallow everything in its path. The mountains, the seas, the skies, the forests, even life itself. The living beings of Vanadiel decided to use the tears that Atana had shed to cleanse the world. However, a battle erupted between the King of People and the King of Dragons over the fifth tier, a conflict that knew no end. The people that survived used the power of the sleeping gods to heal the wounded land. And that is the legend told by the Mithra? Adventurer, in your travels, would you have seen the giant glowing crystals that lie hidden far away from civilization? Those crystals are the resting places of the gods. Slumbering within are the immortal beings who were called forth to heal the land in the Age of Legend. The wounded land of Vanadiel bleeds forth dreaded emptiness. It is now time for us to awaken the sleeping deities and mend our suffering world. And this is the role that the Cardinal attempted to fill. But how? That has not been revealed to me. But if you must learn the answer to that question, you should ask the Tepnesian theologian who was a survivor of the Great War, before she is punished for that crime. Do you need further explanation? The Mithrad sin hunters never forgive a crime. The sin does not die with the sinner. Be careful with your actions. It is not our place to judge your sins, but in time your sins may come to judge you.
Interesting.
What do you make of her words, silly? The theology of the Mithra veers quite dramatically from that of the Sandoran Cathedral in several respects. The legend concerning the 5 tiers of Altana is especially at odds with what the Elven believe. That is why I warned you not to swallow her tale without question. Talk of legends aside, the chieftain's description of emptiness has appeared in every corner of Vanadiel as an indisputable truth. However, the Mithran trackers are now chasing after the theologian, Prish, and not the Cardinal Midorian. Which would mean that even the trackers were unable to locate the whereabouts of the Cardinal. Does this mean the Cardinal has already bid farewell to this world? Has my astonishing luck finally failed me?
It is nice to see you after so long, sir. I wonder if you remember old Honai Gomai. I thought you might be informed of your presence. I was mightily surprised to hear that you were in town. As always, your visits cause quite a stir. But I do babble on. Your subordinates bade me pass this on to you. It is an item that should help tremendously with your task.
But this is...
Yes, indeed. It was broken when you crossed swords with that detestable Yavuki. I went to greater lengths to have this repaired for you. What's more, I finally made progress on that task you entrusted me so long ago. The despicable bounty hunter that caused you so much trouble, Gold Maiden.
You have information.
Yes, according to some Mithran pirates, the rascal has purchased a small destitute island south of Mimora.
I see. My luck has not forsaken me after all. Silly. I ask that you leave the rest of this task to me alone. My incredible luck does not extend to those around me. It may prove to be more of a hindrance than a help. Until next we meet.
Fuck you, Luverance. We're going anyway.
Luverance!
Stelio. Stelio Contes. Alright, so where do we go from here? I don't exactly know. Where's Lady Satana? Warped. Okay, so it says first either the Unity warp to Bibiki Bay, the survival guide if you have it, or walk there via a Booberino Prince and buy a multi-ticket from. Okay, so we gotta go to Booberino Peninsula, I guess. Oh, let me reset my recording.